Do keep those views coming in. We're going to be talking about childhood behaviour tomorrow. We're focused on obesity today, talking about childhood behaviour tomorrow. And this next story really does focus on that topic because one of the youngest children to ever get an anti-social behaviour order says he's turned his life around and now wants to help other kids from tough backgrounds.
Danny Oakley, now 29, faced jail for a 70-crime rap sheet, including arson, burglary and shoplifting.
Well, Danny has since changed his ways and says that antisocial behaviour was actually a mask for his homosexuality. Well, he joins us now to tell us about his transformation. Danny, great to see you this morning. So you were called the Asbro Kid at age just 12. You and your brother were dubbed the Demon Hell Kids and Brothers Grimm. I mean, it's horrible language to describe you. Tell us a little bit about your background and your childhood that led to you being called these things.
Yeah, so first of all, thanks for having me on the show. Really appreciate it. For me, obviously, when I was a lot younger, things were a lot different then. You know, we grew up in a lot of poverty. There wasn't very much for kids to do, and obviously living in an old school area and having various adverse childhood experiences, sort of, you know, made me that naughty kid, basically.
I mean, you really,
Hello?
From what we're reading... Can you hear me? Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh,
sorry,
great.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's really amazing how you've turned your life around. And, I mean, being called all those things, what did that make you feel like?
To be honest, I mean, if you used to do it today, it would be child abuse, wouldn't it? You know, I mean, when I first saw the demon children from hell, the Brothers Grimm, sort of, we were just grown up to believe that that's what we were because the systems were telling us that. You know, people, friends and family around us were telling us the same thing. And, you know, even schooling was quite hard because I was trying to get an education, but then we were dubbed these demon children. And it's something that sort of still sticks, you know, it still sticks today. You're the Asbo kid, you're that naughty kid. But I wasn't actually really a bad kid, you know, I was just doing what everybody else was doing and sort of got a bad name for the wrong reasons, maybe. But, you know, I want people to know it's important that you can change your life around and it's never too late to sort of change your ways, if you like, you know.
And that is the most important message from all of this, Danny, and that's why you're here to say no matter what you've done or no matter where you're at that stage in your life, you can change for the better.
Yeah.
I'm changing the perception of tracksuit and trainers, I like to call it, because a lot of people will see me out and about and they'll see me as this young, chavvy lad who, you know, and they think I don't have the respect and stuff. And then when they speak to me, they're actually, you know, they're quite surprised. And it wasn't until 2014 that I actually done some time in prison that actually taught me a life lesson, because as a child, you know, systems that are there to put in place to protect you, sort of youth offending team and whatnot, are actually rewarding the kids for good behaviour. And I'm trying to campaign at the moment to try and meet Keir Starmer to try and change the rules, because I believe if I had tougher punishments as a kid, you know, shown the correct way rather than being rewarded for my bad behaviour, then maybe I would have changed a lot sooner. And I think it's important as well for other kids to realise that, you know, you shouldn't be rewarded for your bad behaviour. And obviously it's really important to have that discipline and rules in place.
Yeah, Danny,
really,
well done is the right word. An absolute inspiration. Danny, great to meet you this morning. Thank you so much for your time. And thank you for joining us this morning. Pete and I will be back tomorrow from 6 a.m. Up next, it's Andrew and Dawn with To The Point.